All right, welcome to the cold front briefing for today, December 5th, 2016. For those of you who aren't aware, we are getting a cold front tonight, but it has been the news pretty much for the past week that this was coming. So if you see the cold front there, it's kind of hidden, but basically there are three low pressure systems, and in the middle of all that mess is a cold front up by the Nebraska Panhandle, southwestern South Dakota, eastern Wyoming, excuse me. That the cold front there is what is coming towards us, and here is what it's going to look like tonight at 6 p.m. The zero Z surface analysis forecast shows the cold front pretty much entering our area about that time. And with the cold front passage, the winds will shift from going from the south to coming from the northwest, which will definitely make it feel colder. And by the way, just a quick note: for those of you hating on the wind today, saying it makes it feel cold, stop hating on it, because that is actually what is bringing us the warm-ish temperatures today. We're going to top out pretty much around 50 today, and that's thanks to that south wind bringing warm air up from the south. So yes, it does add a bit of a wind chill, but at the same time, it is raising our temperatures and making today the last warm day we'll have for a while. And here's the surface analysis forecast at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. As you can see, the cold front that passed us is down into Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, just passed through Iowa and going through western Illinois now, Wisconsin. Um, so that will definitely make things colder, and tomorrow morning will probably be a cloudy one because of that. I'm not saying it will, but that's my guess right now. Okay, so there was a lot of hype centered last week around snow potential for Wednesday. I certainly did not help with that. I tweeted out this very picture and basically said, don't pay attention to the models yet because they could very well be wrong. Well, this is what the GFS model said last week. It showed pretty much the entire forecast area getting a good amount of snow, and some even a great amount, like 6 inches in Beatrice, 8 inches in Nebraska City, 11 inches in Falls City. Yeah, those all go down the drain with the exact same models run that was done this morning. As you can see, it shows absolutely no snow for any of the forecast area, or no accumulating snow at least. Still can't rule out flurries. But keep in mind, this is only one model, and there are still some models saying we could get accumulating snow. So just like you can't really take the just like you can't really take this past model, the one that shows all of that snow, for granted, you can't really take this for granted either. We could still see some accumulating snow, but it's not going to be a full-fledged blizzard or anything. We're not going to get a foot of snow, maybe an inch or two at the most. But this is just one model. It could very well be wrong. There are still a couple models showing us getting measurable snow. There are a couple showing us getting none. We don't know for certain which one is right, and we won't know for certain which one is right until we see whether or not there is snow coming towards us. But something that I have been more confident about since I started tracking this system last weekend, and same with most meteorologists here, is the significantly cold air on the way. This is a model run showing the pressure isobars and wind gusts for this upcoming Thursday morning. I turned on the wind gusts just to show you how pretty bad the wind chills could be. And do you see that most of our area is in blue? Yeah, that is wind gusts at about 20 miles an hour. Now, I know we get some heavier wind. We've gotten heavier wind this fall so far, and that's made it feel cold. But keep in mind, when this model run comes, the time period where the model run is forecast valid for is at 6 a.m. on Thursday morning. The temperatures, the actual air temperature could be in the single digits. So couple those wind gusts with temperatures in the single digits, and we could have wind chill readings in the negatives, possibly. And same thing goes for Friday morning. I didn't include a picture for Friday morning, but we could very well see wind chills into the negatives both mornings. Friday morning is going to be pretty much colder, and we could see wind chills well into the negatives then. And if you see that high pressure down there in southwestern Kansas, southeastern Colorado there, that is what's going to give us the clear skies responsible for the cold air coming in. So here's the summary for the whole briefing. Today is the last non-cold day for a while, so you may as well go out and enjoy it. I know it's still kind of cool out there. Highs are only getting up to 50, but when winter actually comes, you will love 50-degree days because there's only a handful of those during the heart of winter. So this could very well be the last day for a while we could get up here. So just enjoy that. And the cold front is going to move through tonight. We won't see a significant temperature drop with that, really, just because we're pretty much used to temperatures in the 20s by now. Those have become the new norm for us. So this will only really significantly drop the temperature by a few degrees right when it passes us. Now, I'm not saying it won't get colder. It will get colder after it passes, but basically it's not going to be anything we're not used to. Tonight's not going to be anything we haven't seen this year. It's only going to get down into the mid-20s. Tomorrow will be the coldest high temperature we have experienced so far this season, but that will be trounced by our temperature on Thursday, which may not even exceed 20. So yeah, definitely get out and enjoy this day today. And I already said cold front moves through tonight. Shifts winds coming from the south to coming from the northwest, which that's definitely a colder wind. And that's what, if you remember those couple of cold and windy days we've had so far this year in overcast, those winds came from the northwest. So yeah, definitely prepare for that. And noticeably getting colder over the next couple of days. Yes, you'll get colder on Tuesday and get even colder than that on Wednesday and get even colder than that on Thursday. Light snow possible Wednesday morning. I probably shouldn't have included the word light in there because for all we know, it could be moderate or it could be no snow. We don't know yet. All I'm saying is that we won't get a full-blown winter storm like what was projected to happen at this time last week. So we could definitely still get snow, and it could be measurable, but it won't be anything groundbreaking or anything we're not used to. It shouldn't make driving that hazardous, but I shouldn't really be saying that yet. Chillier Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then Friday. Those will all be cold days, and I'm not expecting any significant snowfall in the near future. And I'm not just saying Wednesday, I'm saying as far out as the models go, which is pretty much to 2 weekends from now. I'm not seeing the potential for any significant snowstorms. Now, keep in mind, things can still pop up on the models, and that can cause a lot of brouhaha, like what was put out over from last weekend about the supposed snowstorm that was hitting on Wednesday this week. But for right now, I'm not seeing the potential for any significant snowfall. Now, once again, that can change. We could see something start to appear on the models. That has happened before, but I'm not really expecting anything as of right now. And yes, things do happen without the models saying they will. Case in point, this past Saturday, we were only supposed to get maybe a half inch to an inch of snow at most, and that was all supposed to melt instantly. We got 3 inches, about 3 inches, and that stayed on the ground for a while. I can still see some out my window. If you have snow in your front yard, congratulations, it's going to melt today because 50-degree temperatures will naturally do that to snow. Some of it survived in the upper 30s yesterday. That won't happen today. All right. So thank you for watching this briefing. If you want more weather coverage and forecasts, you can follow my Twitter page at @LNK_weather. Once again, that is at @LNK_weather. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to subscribe and follow my Twitter page if you like this video. Thank you very much.